Hey everybody, HomeSliceHenry here, back with some more Little Cup for you guys today. And today's featured Pokemon, as you can probably guess from the title and thumbnail, is Piplup. Now, Piplup is my girlfriend's favorite Pokemon, so these are going to be her battles that we're featuring today. She was leading Piplup, and honestly, it worked pretty well for her. As a lead, even when it loses, it can help set the stage by either getting a shield or taking a lot of health, so it can help kind of set up the back two Pokemon. So she did find quite a bit of success with it. I will say throughout these videos, Alolan Diglett does attempt to steal the spotlight quite a bit. That's a very good Pokemon as well, but in this particular video, we are featuring Piplup. So without further ado, let's start taking a look at these battles. And in battle number one, she's battling against Jessica 2009 526, a nose pass lead. So this is an interesting matchup where both parties are doing super effective damage. Nose pass does outpace Piplup, goes for a rock blast. She's going to shield that up because she's going to go for the Icy Wind. So now the second one is going to do less damage, so she can let the second one go. Icy Wind does draw the shield, and another rock blast coming through. She can safely no shield this since the nose pass has been debuffed. And now she's going to be able to go for a Drill Peck. This will come close to KOing, if not KOing. We'll see. Looks like it's one off and then one fast move. So Piplup is able to win switch advantage. Cottony comes in. She's going to counter with her Litwick. And Litwick is a pretty good answer to Cottony since it is dealing super effective damage. Unfortunately, cannot quite get to the Flame Charge. She is going to shield this up. And she's going to go for the Flame Charge of her own here. And this will be telling. If they shield, that tells us that something weak to fire is in the back, more likely a Bronzor, and they shield. So now we're expecting Bronzor in the back. And show me the Bronzor, and it's the Bronzor. She quick swaps into a Alolan Diglett, and she's able to get to the Mud Bomb. This is going to be doing a lot of super effective damage to the Bronzor. Bronzor will be able to get to a charge move, but it is going to be resisted, and Alolan Diglett can handle charge moves from Bronzor fairly well, and it's able to farm down and take the game. So a good game one with Piplup leading the way there, able to win switch advantage. Hopping into the second game, Piplup into Bronzor. This is definitely a negative lead, so in this lead, she's going to want to safe swap out into her Litwick. Specifically in Bronzor leads, she swaps into her second best Bronzor counter to hopefully entice them to switch out. So she is able to bait out the Wynot, which is good, because with the Wynot out of the way, that means that the Alolan Diglett will not have to face it. Mirror Coat comes through and able to get to the Flame Charge, which is huge. Flame Charge comes through, does a nice amount of damage, and now Piplup will be able to come in once the timer's down and finish off the Why Not. So Piplup comes back in and going to no shield the Piplup. Mirror Coat comes through, doesn't do a lot, and is able to farm down the Why Not. Now Piplup's in a really good position of energy. Cottony comes in, so Piplup is going to hit the Cottony for super effective and going for the Drill Peck as well. This is one thing I like about Piplup. It has the ability to hit grasses for super effective, gets the shield, quick swap into Diglett. And they make a mistake there. They do swap into the Bronzor, so she's able to throw that charge move right away. Hits Bronzor for super effective. And now able to farm down the Bronzor, and just needs to get to the Mud Bomb and is able to get to the Mud Bomb. So unfortunately the opponent had a poorly timed switch there that ended up helping her take the game. So she is able to take the next game, which is fantastic. Hopping into game number 3, Piplup into Farfetch'd. So an interesting choice there for sure. So even though this version of Farfetch'd does not evolve, it is still somehow allowed. So go figure. Leaf Blade coming through, and she's going to go for the Icy Wind debuff on the Farfetch'd. And it does get the shield. And charge move coming through from the Farfetch'd. She is going to be shielding this up, another Leaf Blade, and going for a Drill Peck of her own. And they let that go. So Piplup is able to win switch advantage, and a Piplup comes in. And unfortunately, this is really, really bad news for her backline, because her backline, both of the Pokemon are weak to water. So this is the one loss we've included because it involves an opponent's Piplup absolutely shredding. The opponent goes for the Drill Peck as they should. That does just a ton of damage. Switches in the Diglett. Unfortunately, Diglett's not going to be able to do much either against his Piplup. Drill Peck does so much damage. Simulfeint, and what's in the back? Oh, why not? Yeah, that's going to be a good game there. So that is the one loss we included just because it was a Piplup that gave it to us. So again, it shows the power of Piplup. Hopping into the next game here. Piplup into Krogunk. So this is an interesting matchup for sure. And they're going to swap out into the Cottony. She does go for the Drill Peck here. And it lands with just a ton of damage. She can quick swap into her Litwick and farm down without having to shield. They're going to be bringing that Krogunk back in, and she's going to let this go just to see what move it has. It has Brick Break, which is double resisted by the Ghost typing, so I'm guessing this is going to be a one-charge move Krogunk, unfortunately, so it's not going to have a lot of play against this Litwick. She's going for the Flame Charge just because it will do quite a bit of damage. Another Brick Break, she can safely tank that. As you can see, the Litwick is able to farm down thanks to those Flame Charge buffs. And the opponent here is taking a while to come in because it's a Bronzor. They knew bad stuff was going to happen. So that makes a lot of sense. They do shield it up. And unfortunately, the game does not let her switch there, but now she's finally able to switch. And with the 2 shield to 0 advantage with an Alolan Diglett, all just do is go for a Mud Bomb, and this is going to be a good game. She is able to take the game there, which is fantastic. And hopping into the next game here against Destiny, Piplup into a Shadow Stunky. She quick swaps out into the Diglett and absolutely deletes the Stunky, so that works out pretty well. Vulpix comes in, and now she'll be able to come in with the Piplup and deal super effective damage. They switch out into a Cottony. And here's where Piplup, even though it's in a bad matchup, can hit back for super effective with the Drill Peck, which is fantastic. And oh, unfortunately, not able to get to the charge move there. Cottony throws the Seed Bomb that is going to be shielded up by the Litwick. And now it's a race in terms of damage, but the Vulpix is at a serious disadvantage here just because it doesn't have a lot of health left. So she's going to go for the Flame Charge to boost up her attack just to make her fast moves do extra damage to see if she can farm it down in time. It's going to be a race. Unfortunately, cannot farm it down in time. Let's see, goes for a Body Slam, which is resisted. Oh no! So she is able to take the win. Body Slam is resisted there. That is not what you want to throw. Alright, hopping into the next matchup. And this is a decent lead against a Psyduck. With her backline being both weak to water, she is going to want to win this lead matchup. Going for a Drill Peck right off the bat. Drill Peck does get the shield. And she is able to go for a second Drill Peck, so that Psyduck is farming up a ton of energy. Does get a second shield, so she's up 2 shields to nothing at this point. Unfortunately, they do CMP tie here, but she is going to shield this up and then go for the Drill Peck of her own. This should be taking out the Psyduck, so she'll have switch advantage as well as shield advantage, so she'll be in a commanding position here. They come in with an Alolan Vulpix, and she is able to get to a Drill Peck, which is going to be doing a ton of damage. Oh my goodness, so Piplup almost takes out 2 Pokemon by itself. Quick swaps into the Litwick. Ice Beam comes through, does a lot of resisted damage. And what's in back but a Dino. So this is going to be a bit of a tricky situation with Dino here, since Dino is very good. The Diglett is going to resist the Dragon buffs though, so the Diglett is going to be the best bet. She's going to be shielding that up and then attempt to farm all the way down with the Diglett. And she's able to get to the Mud Bomb, and since shields are down, this Mud Bomb is going to be taking out the Dino and giving her the win. So Piplup did quite a bit of work there in front, and Alolan Diglett was able to clean up in back, so it worked out really well. Alright, this is a negative lead, but since she only has 1 grass counter, she is needing to stay in, but she can do a lot of damage or get a shield here. Gets a shield, which honestly works out pretty great. Unfortunately, just cannot get to the Drill Peck, but she has gotten a shield, and now Litwick's going to be able to put in work on this Cottony. She decides to no shield that. It's a Grass Knot, which does a lot of damage, and here she's putting a lot of faith into Diglett. Alright, charge move coming through. Just a Flame Charge, does get the shield on, and Diglett absolutely chunking away. And what's in back? It's a double steal team. Diglett goes to town on this double steal team. Connects for super effective damage, and with 2 shields, all they can do is try and farm down, and that's not going to be enough. Mud Bomb is going to be taking them out. So Diglett, well, Alolan Diglett, absolutely melting steel types there. And as you can see, even in a losing matchup, Piplup was still able to get a shield and set up Diglett to sweep endgame. Hopping into the next matchup here against J Magmar 2-4. And this is taking a bit longer to load than I was expecting there. That would be why. It errored out. So either that or it was a dodge, or I'm not sure what's going on. I've heard different things either way. Piplup into Cottony. Again, she only has one good response to Cottony, so you don't really want to swap into your one good response because then they're just going to swap out. So she's going to stay in here, go for the Drill Peck, and that lands. That does a ton of super effective damage. So even though she went down, she's able to farm down with the Liquid. So they aren't even able to get a charge move off, which is fantastic. So Piplup was able to do a ton of damage even to a counter. Vulpix comes out, and what this tells us is the fact that they're using fire on fire lends me to believe that they may have a steel in back, or a bug, something that's weak to fire. So she is going to be shielding up the Body Slam here. Trying to get to the Flame Charge, unfortunately cannot quite get to the Flame Charge. She is going to let this go and come in with her Alolan Diglett, which is going to be taking super effective, but can Mud Slap down, and we'll see what's in back, and it's the Bronzor, also known as Alolan Diglett food. Oh my goodness, this matchup makes me happy. I don't like Bronzor at all. And she is going to be shielding up the charge move from the Bronzor here, and is able to farm down and take the game. So as you can see, Alolan Diglett and Piplup do have really good synergy in this team. They counteract a lot of each other's weaknesses and form a really nice core pairing to handle the meta in the Little Cup. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, if you guys are new and you're enjoying the content, definitely hit that subscribe button. It's free, it helps out the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.